Hello everyone. So today we are going to see some topics regarding in the third unit. So in that third unit we are having I have given in your first mid. So in these questions, so that is the first one is, so draw the incremental cost curve or incremental fuel cost curve. So if you see the incremental fuel cost curve, we are going to draw the graph between the incremental fuel cost and output. So our input for the power generating station, if I consider any power generating station, there must be some input. So if I consider the steam power plant, so in that steam power plant we are having coal as an input, so that is considered as a fuel. So in order to run the steam turbine, so we need to have the steam. So that steam is going to be generated with the help of fuel. So when you are supplying the coal as a fuel to the steam turbine, then the coal is going to be burned, then that fuel is used as converted as a steam. So here I am considering on y-axis incremental fuel cost. The fuel cost I am considering on the y-axis and I am considering output. So by using that steam, the generator will convert that steam power into the electrical power. So that electrical power as a output I am considering on a x-axis. So if I draw the graph between these two, we are going to get this graph. That is, so here it is minimum in megawatts, that is minimum power generation, that is in megawatts, and maximum is maximum here, that is maximum in megawatts. So this is what the graph. So and the next question is, so it is for 2 marks question, and the next one is explain economic load dispatch problem. So economic dispatch problem, what is actually the economic load dispatch? So how we are going to distribute the load between the generating units or between the generating stations? So that here you need to consider the economic operation of the power system. So how much cost of generation is there for the different generating units? Depends upon that you need to allocate the load between the generating units. So let us consider that, so there is a 500 megawatts of load and there are 2 generating stations are there. So there are 2 generating stations are there. So let us consider this is G1 and G2. 2 generating stations are there. So these 500 megawatts of load, how we are going to distribute between these 2 generators is a distribution of, that is economic dispatch problem. So here if we consider the economic operation, we are going to distribute these generation between the 2 generators as a economic problem by considering the economic operation, that means the cost of the generation. So here we are having 500 megawatts. So without cost of generation, first we will see the case 1, that without economic operation, that is we are not considering the economic operation. How we are going to distribute the load between the generators means, so here this is G1 and G2. So I am going to distribute these 2 generators are having the rated capacity, the rated generation is 300 megawatts, maximum it can generate 300 megawatts. So how I am going to distribute between these 2 means, without consideration of economic operation, it is here 250 megawatts and here it is 250 megawatts. So between these 2 I am going to distribute that load of 500 megawatts. So this is what your load. So these 500 megawatts of load I am distributing between these 2 generators, that is 250 megawatts here and here it is 250 megawatts. But if I consider the economic operation, let us consider that as a case 2. So if I consider the economic operation, so it is G1, there is a G2. So you need to distribute this load between these 2 generators. So this generator 1 is having the cost of generation is very less when compared with the generation 2. So here generator 1 will have the less cost of generation when compared with the generator 2. then you have to allocate the maximum generation for this, that is 300 megawatts for this load. Whatever the load is having 500 megawatts, so these 500 megawatts should be distributed maximum for this, that is maximum it can generate is 300 megawatts. So I am allocating 300 megawatts of load here, and for this I am allocating 200 megawatts. So that is what the consideration of economic operation. So this case 2 is nothing but by considering with economic operation. So with economic operation, it is this G1 is having 300 megawatts, that is maximum I am allocating, and the next one is G2 is 200 megawatts. So that is what the maximum, here it is maximum, here it is the minimum I am allocating, because this G1 is having low cost of generation. So for that I am allocating maximum generation capacity. So that is what your economic load dispatch problem. And the next one is you are having the problem, so we will see that problem. So here the problem is the incremental cost rupees per megawatt hour for 2 units in a plant are given by DC1 by dP1 is equal to 1 P1 plus 200 and DC2 by dP2 is equal to 1.2 P2 plus 160. The minimum and maximum generation for the generating station. So in the generating station you are having different generating units. For each and every generating unit you are going to have the minimum and maximum generation is there. So minimum means, so below that minimum value if you are going to generate, it is not economically feasible. So if you generate above which the rated value, the generator cannot be generated more than that value. That is what the maximum value. So those values are given. The minimum and maximum generation on each unit are 20 megawatts and 125 megawatts. The rated capacity of that generator is 125 megawatts. So here we are going to have 125 megawatts is a maximum rating of that 2 generators respectively. So determine the economic allocation between the units for a total load of 150 megawatts. So if you are having 150 megawatts of load, how you are going to distribute this 150 megawatts of load between the 2 generating units? So that 2 generator units cost curves, that is incremental fuel cost is given equations, that is DC1 by dP1 and DC2 by dP2. So these two are the incremental cost equations. So by considering these two, we are going to distribute the load between the 2 generator units. So here I am considering that the economic load dispatch by neglecting the losses, or without losses we need to consider that equations. So here we are having, if you see the solution for this, so what are the given data? DC1 by dP1 which is equal to 1 P1 plus 200 and DC2 by dP2 is 1.2 P2 plus 160. So these are the given data, and the equation for this economic load dispatch without losses or by neglecting the losses, you are having the equation that DC1 by dP1 is equal to DC2 by dP2, so which is equal to lambda. That means you have to equate the given equations. So that is how you are going to get means. So here DC1 by dP1 is equal to DC2 by dP2. That means 1.0 P1 plus 200 which is equal to 1.2 P2 plus 160. So if I take here P1, what is the value of P1 from this? So if I take 200 to that side, so 1.2 P2 minus 40 you are going to get. So this is what the equation of P1. So let us consider this equation as 1, and the another equation we are going to get from the load, that is total load is, he has given the total load is 150 megawatts. So how we are going to distribute this load between the 2 generators means P1 plus P2 is equal to 150 megawatts, I can write this as P1 plus P2. I need to distribute this 150 megawatts of load between the two generating units, that is P1 one generator and P2 is another generator. So how we are going to distribute that load between these two generators is our problem. So here P1 plus P2 is given, that is 150 megawatts is given. So here if I write this P1 here, that means substitute, this is equation 2, substitute equation 1 in equation 2. So here 1.2 P2 minus 40 plus P2 is equal to 150, right. So I'll write here. So from that 1.2 P2 plus P2 means 2.2 P2, so which is equal to 150. If I take this minus 40 to that side, you are going to get 190. So P2 is equal to 190 by 2.2. How much you are going to get? So here 190 by 2.2, so 86.363 megawatts. So that is P2. P2 value is 86.363. So just substitute this P2 value in the equation 2. Substitute P2 in equation 2. That means P1 plus 86.363, which is equal to 150. Then you are going to get P1 value as 150 minus 86.363. So how much it is? 63.637. 63.637 megawatts is a P1. You have got the P2 value, that is 86.363, and P1 value is 63.637. So why I am allocating this P2 value is higher value means this P2 is having less cost of generation. So how to identify that P2 is having less cost of generation? Because here the constant value, whatever the value constant is there, that is which one is having the less value. If you compare with this, here it is 200, but here it is 160. That means this generator 2 is having the less cost of generation, so that you are going to allocate the maximum load for that, that is 86.363. Here P1 is only 63.637 megawatts. So this is what the allocation of load between the generators with economic consideration, by considering without loading, that means without neglect, without losses. We are not considering any losses. So here by considering the economic operation, the P1 value is 63.637, P2 is 86.363. So these are the problems, and these you are going to get in your mid exam, right? Thank you.